In the last lecture, we have started with equivalent concept. Equivalent concept is nothing but per valency concept. In order to have one combining capacity, how much amount of the substance you need to take? Because one combining capacity of a given compound will always combine with another one combining capacity of a compound to form one equivalent of the product. Agreed? Okay. So for an acid, the combining capacity is based on the number of H positive it is able to furnish. If you are taking an acid, the equivalent amount of the acid is nothing but the amount of the acid which can give me 1 mole of H positive. If I'm taking a base, the equivalent amount of base is nothing but the amount of base which can give me 1 mole of OH minus. And the number of H positive, the number of OH minus furnished by an acid or base, it is also called as Z factor. So if I want to find the equivalent mass, it is nothing but its molecular mass divided by its Z factor, right? उसके बाद हमने कुछ क्वेश्चन सिंपल क्वेश्चंस किए थे इस पर्टिकुलर पेज में. You need to remember H3PO3 is dibasic acid, H3PO2 is monobasic acid. H3PO3 is called as phosphorus acid, H3PO2 is called as hypophosphorus acid. Okay, H3PO3 is phosphorus, H3PO2 is hypophosphorus. Hypo मतलब कम, hyper मतलब ज्यादा. Phosphorus acid में एक ऑक्सीजन कम कर लिया तो आप लोग you will get H3PO2, then you will get hypophosphorus acid. H3PO4 जो है it is called as phosphoric acid, it is also called as orthophosphoric acid. If you add the term ortho to any acid, that particular acid will be in solid state at room temperature. Orthophosphoric acid मतलब H3PO4 जो है उसका state जो है it is solid, hence it is called as orthophosphoric acid. कोई भी acid में आप लोग if you are adding the term ortho, it means that that particular acid is solid at room temperature. Okay. Okay. H3PO4 is tribasic, H3PO3 is dibasic, H3PO2 is monobasic. Correspondingly, you can calculate the equivalent weights. उसके बाद हमने ऐसा कुछ statement लिखा है. An acid and base will always react in the ratio of their equivalent masses. One equivalent of an acid will always react with one equivalent of a base. So in the question, if they're asking what is the amount of base is required to react with so and so amount of acid, calculate the number of equivalents. जितना equivalents of acid रहेगा उतना equivalents of base भी होगा. Once you know the number of equivalents, you can calculate the equivalent weight by multiplying. So you can calculate the mass by multiplying it by equivalent weight. Okay. उसके बाद Z factor हमने define करके we have seen the relation between number of equivalents and number of moles. Number of equivalents is equals to number of moles into Z factor. Okay. Equivalent weight is equals to molecular weight upon Z factor. ये relation में कभी confuse मत हो जाना. मतलब moles is equals to equivalents into Z factor. वैसा कुछ कभी confuse मत होना. Equivalents is equals to moles into Z factor. Okay. ठीक है. Whenever you are having mixture of acids and bases, the general question which you get is they will give you some amount of acids, then they will give you some amount of base. कोई एक आपको missing होगा. You need to solve for that by equating equivalence of acid is equal to equivalence of base if you are having complete neutralization. So equivalence is nothing but weight divided by equivalent weight. So ये सारे आपको find करके you can equate equivalence of acid equal to equivalence of base, you can get the answer. Okay. So एक क्वेश्चन भी किया था हम उसके ऊपर law of chemical equivalence. In case of mole concept, there is often a need to find the limiting reagent. Okay, and you used to find the limiting reagent by dividing the given moles upon stoichiometric coefficient. If you divide the moles upon stoichiometric coefficient, in that case, you will be getting the value of K. Whichever has the lower value of K, that will be the limiting reagent. In case of equivalent concept, जो भी आपको initial equivalents देते हैं, you can directly compare with that equivalents because with one equivalent of any substance will react with one equivalent of another substance to form one equivalents of the product. So if you are having n equivalents of A, for complete reaction, I will be requiring n equivalents of B, and I will be forming n equivalents of C and n equivalents of D. So यहाँ पे आपको 15 और 21 दिया है, so definitely A will be the limiting reagent. So you will be left with 6 equivalents of D, and you will be forming 15 equivalents of C and D. उसके बाद equivalent weights of acids, bases, salts and ions के बारे में discussion हुआ. Acids और bases के लिए the reason for their reaction is because of their ability to furnish H positive and because of their ability to furnish OH minus. In case of salt or in case of an ion, whenever it is reacting with some species, it will always try to neutralize its charge. Okay, so ion में आपको जितना charge रहेगा, that particular charge will be taken as its Z factor. We are interested in the ability for this reaction is to combine with electrons or combine with charge. 1 mole of charge is treated as its one combining capacity. So जितना ज़्यादा charge रहेगा उतना ज़्यादा combining capacity होगा. Correspondingly, you can get the Z factor. Okay. Salt के case में भी you will be either having a positive charge or negative charge. So total positive charge will be always equal to total negative charge. So Z factor is always the total positive charge on the cation or the total negative charge on the anion. Okay. In case of oxidizing and reducing agent, an oxidizing agent or the reducing agent, the reason for the reaction is the ability, because of their ability to transfer electrons. An oxidizing agent oxidizes others. Whose reduce hoga? Reduction is nothing but gain of electrons. If it is getting reduced, it will be accepting electrons. So you need to see the number of electrons accepted per molecule. Okay, the number of electrons accepted per molecule or the number of electrons lost per molecule in case of reducing agent. That will be the Z factor. Okay, clear hai? Okay. उसके बाद we have seen the equivalent weights of different compounds. यहाँ पे हमने एक logic भी देखा. Whenever you are having a salt, in order to find the equivalent weight of the salt, what you can do is you can add the equivalent weight of the cation plus the equivalent weight of the anion. उसके लिए reason क्या समझा हमने? एक छोटा सा logic लिखा. If I want to form Na2SO4, I will be reacting Na positive with SO4 2 minus. According to equivalent concept, इसका एक equivalent will be reacting with one equivalent of SO4 2 minus to form one equivalent of Na2SO4. Right? So one equivalent is nothing but इसका एक equivalent weight will react with इसका equivalent weight to form equivalent weight of Na2SO4. इसका equivalent weight 23 है, इसका 48 है. So इन दोनों का combination must always be equal to the equivalent weight of Na2SO4. Clear? We will explore this logic more and more in today's session. We will try to do some questions. I hope you have solved the equivalent weight of these compounds. Have you solved the equivalent weight of these compounds?
Yes.
If not, solve now. If yes, tell me the answers. Na2SO4.NH2O. इसमें करना क्या है आपको everyone? The total positive charge or the total negative charge. Total positive charge कितना रहेगा? 2 Na positive and SO4 2 minus is the total negative charge. Total positive charge is +2, negative charge is -2. You should not break H2O because H2O doesn't split into ions. Okay, you should not take this as 2H positive O2 minus. The total positive charge आपको 4 हो जाएगा. वो नहीं करना है आपको. आया समझ में? Just you need to add the entire mass and divide that by 2. Okay. Add the entire mass and divide the by 2. और Z factors इसके बाजू में लिख लेता हूँ आपको. The Z factor or the N factor for this is 2. The Z factor for this is also 2. यहाँ पे भी Z factor आपको 2 है. यहाँ पे भी आपको Z factor 2 है. सब में Z factors 2 ही है. The total mass is nothing but Na2SO4 का mass plus you need to add 10 times the mass of H2O. Okay.
161.
161 आता है क्या? बाकी लोग भी चेक करके बताना जल्दी. Quick, solve these questions. Good आदित्य, बाकी लोग नोट्स नहीं देखा क्या आप लोग? (161) is the right answer. 161 आना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट का कितना आया आदित्य?
Sir, 143.
143 good. नेक्स्ट का
86.
86 and last
72.5.
good. And remember the common names of these compounds, Na2SO4.7H2O. It is called as Global salt. Na2SCO3.10H2O. ये तो आपको पहले ही पता होगा अपने 10th में. It is washing soda. CSO4.2H2O, it is gypsum. CSO4.5H2O is plaster of Paris. Can anyone tell me where you use gypsum and plaster of Paris? आपने 10th में पढ़ा होगा.
Plaster of Paris for casting fracture.
Okay. Then gypsum.
Repairing plaster of Paris.
वो आर्किटेक्चर में यूज होता है घर के.
Falls.
All
हाँ.
ceiling.
Exactly. For forming plaster of Paris, that is one of the use. बिल्कुल सही है. What are the units for equivalent weight?
ग्राम पर इक्विवेलेंट.
Gram per equivalent. Is it done?
Yes.
यस.
Okay. ठीक है. आपको इसमें बस इतना ही जानना है. You just need to add the mass of this H2O also in this total thing, and you need to divide by the total positive charge, which is 2. Okay. Or you can separately भी कर सकते हो आप लोग. You can calculate the equivalent weight of Na2SO4. You can calculate the equivalent weight of H2O. You can add both. 10H2. यहाँ पे 10H2 आपके पास. ठीक है. Origin of equivalent concept. Okay. Starting में most of the compounds scientists used to study, those are hydrides या oxides. Oxides of elements or hydrides of elements. So based on that only एक definition दिया है. The definition is the equivalent weight of any compound or any particular species, nothing but that weight of the element which combines with 1 gram of hydrogen. 1 gram of hydrogen करके क्यों define किया हमने? What is the formula for H2? Sorry, what is the formula for hydrogen? It is H2, right? If I break this H2, either I can break that as 2H positive, or I will break that as 2H minus. Okay. Either I can break that as H positive by removing the electron from both the hydrogen atoms, or I can give electron to both the hydrogen atoms to form 2 hydrides, H minus. ऐसा कभी नहीं करना है. एक को H positive जैसा break करके दूसरा H minus जैसा break करना है. You should not do this. Whenever it is reacting, either it will be forming both the hydrogens, they will be converting into H positive. किसी के साथ react हो रहे तो either it will be converting into H positive or it will be converting into H negative. ऐसा नहीं है एक H positive एक H negative जैसा होगा. In that case, it is a different reaction ना. दोनों hydrogens different reactions हो रहे. You need to break them as alike. Either H positive जैसा break करके वो ऐसा react करेगा या H minus जैसा break होके वैसा react करेगा. Agreed? irrespective of the breaking, what is the Z factor for in both the cases? Z factor is nothing but the total charge ना. 2H positive मतलब 2 रहेगा, इसमें भी 2 negative मतलब 2 रहेगा. The Z factor is 2. If the Z factor is 2, what is the equivalent weight of hydrogen? Its molecular weight is 2 and Z factor is 2. 2 upon 2 is 1.
1.
Okay. We know that one equivalent will always react with one equivalent of another substance. If I'm reacting that any substance with H2, the equivalent mass is 1 gram. Okay. So इसलिए definition में it is defined as that weight of an element which combines with 1 gram of hydrogen, because this 1 gram of hydrogen is nothing but equivalent mass of hydrogen. आया समझ में? इसलिए definition में आपको 1 gram of hydrogen करके लिखा है. So let us cross check with examples. Suppose if I want to form NaH, tell me the reaction by which I can form NaH. Sodium Na plus H2 gives rise to NaH. इसको balance करने के लिए I can do 2 NaH plus H2 gives rise to 2 NaH. 2 Na plus H2 gives rise to 2 NaH. 2 Na मतलब weight कितना हो गया? 46 grams. H2 is reacting with 2 grams to form how many grams? 2 NaH का mass कितना होगा?
48.
48 grams. Okay. According to definition, what is meant by equivalent weight? It is that amount of substance which combines with 1 gram of hydrogen. अगर 2 grams से 46 grams combine हो रहे तो 1 gram से कितना combine होगा?
23.
23 grams. So this 23 grams is nothing but equivalent weight of sodium. Equivalent weight of sodium. What will be the equivalent weight of NaH?
24.
24.
24 grams, क्योंकि 1 equivalent से react होके 1 equivalent amount of substance बनेगा. So 24 grams will be the equivalent weight of NaH. Agreed? NaH. Let's take another example. If I take aluminum hydride, AlH3. Okay. In this case, I can directly, I'm writing it directly. 27 grams जो है, it is combining with 3 grams of hydrogen. So the amount that combines with 1 gram H से कितना combine होगा?
9
I think
gram.
about 27 upon 3. So this 9 gram is nothing but equivalent weight of aluminum. Okay. So इस case में हमने definition जो लिखा है, it is with respect to hydrogen. You can also define your own definition, like if I want to define with respect to oxygen. Can you tell me what can be the definition for equivalent mass? With respect to hydrogen, it is the amount of the element which combines with 1 gram of hydrogen. If I want to write it with respect to oxygen, yeah.
8 gram of oxygen.
8 grams of oxygen, because oxygen जो है, it is O2. Whenever it breaks, 2 O2 minus. Okay. If I have oxygen O2, it breaks as 2 O2 minus. What is the total charge? 4 है ना? So what will be the Z factor? It is 4. So what will be the equivalent weight of oxygen? Is nothing but molecular weight 32 divided by 4, which is equals to 8. So I can write the definition with respect to oxygen as the weight of an element. The weight of an element that combines with 8 gram of oxygen is called its equivalent weight. Agreed? So यहाँ पे भी एक example ले लेते हैं. If I am seeing the formation of Na2O, Na2O. In Na2O, 46 grams of Na is combining with how many grams? 16 grams of oxygen. एक ही oxygen atom है ना? So how many grams will be combining with 8 grams of oxygen? Will be equal to 23 grams. So the 23 gram Na is nothing but equivalent weight of Na. Okay. If I want to define it with respect to chlorine, अभी जो definition है, I have defined it with respect to oxygen. If I want to define it with respect to chlorine, tell me.
35.5 gram.
5.5.
Any amount of substance that combines with 35.5 grams of chlorine will be the equivalent weight of that particular substance. Clear है? Clear है? और एक example इसके लिए ले लेते हैं. Let us take the example of Al2O3. I can say 2Al मतलब 54 grams हो जाएगा ना? 54 grams of Al combining with how many grams? 48 grams. 48 grams of oxygen. So how many grams will be combining with 8 grams of oxygen? It will be 8 upon 48 into 54, whose value will be 9. Okay. ये 6 times जाएगा, which is equal to 9 grams of Al. So this 9 grams of Al is nothing but equivalent weight of Al. Agreed? Okay. So similarly, you can, I hope of course वो समझ में आ गया. You can also write the definition with respect to chlorine. Okay. यहाँ पे आपको एक छोटा सा लॉजिक समझ, I will make you understand a small logic. If I want to form a metal oxide, I need to do the reaction between a metal and oxygen. Metal plus oxygen will give me metal oxide. If this is the case, if the equivalent weight of metal, मान लेते हैं the equivalent weight of metal is E. What is the equivalent weight of oxygen? What is the equivalent weight of oxygen?
8.
8. According to conservation of mass, what should be the equivalent weight of metal oxide?
E plus 8.
Plus 8.
E plus 8. Agreed? Similarly, if I want to form a chloride, what can I write? Metal plus chlorine gives me metal chloride. If the equivalent weight of the metal is E, we already know the equivalent weight of chlorine, which is
5.5.
35.5. Cl2 जो है, it will break as 2Cl minus. So उसका Z factor है 2. Cl2 का mass 71 है. 71 divided by 2 is 35.5. So chlorine का equivalent mass, one equivalent will always react with one equivalent of another substance to form one equivalent of the product. So what should be the equivalent weight of metal chloride?
Plus
E plus
35.5.
35.5. समझा? Okay. So we will explore this logic more later. अभी के लिए next definition लिखा है. The definition is equivalent volume of gases. What is meant by molar volume? What is meant by molar volume?
Volume occupied by 1 mole.
Okay. It is the volume occupied by 1 mole of the substance. We know that molar volume at STP everyone, the molar volume at STP is 22.4 liters as per if the pressure is 1 atmosphere and the temperature is 273.15 Kelvin, right? And it is 22.7 liters if the pressure is 1 bar and the temperature is 273.15 Kelvin. ये जो scale है, this is old convention, this is the new convention. As per the new convention, we take that as 22.7 liters. As per the old convention, we take that as 22.4 liters. Molar volume is nothing but volume occupied by 1 mole of the substance. Equivalent volume क्या हो जाता है? It is the volume occupied by 1 equivalent of the substance. Okay. If I take H2, one equivalent of H2 is nothing but 1 gram of H2. Okay, 1 gram of H2 मतलब कितना हो गया? Which is equal to half mole. और else हमको पहले ये भी पता है number of equivalents is equals to, everyone, number of equivalents is equals to number of moles into Z factor. Equivalent volume का मतलब क्या है? The volume occupied by 1 equivalent of the substance. So equivalents अगर 1 हो गया तो moles into Z factor is 2. This implies moles कितना हो गया? Half हो गया. So what is the equivalent volume of H2?
11.
Equivalent volume of H2 is nothing but
11.35.
volume of half mole of H2, which is equal to, in general, most of the times I use only old convention क्योंकि वो calculation easy रहेगा. 22.4 upon 2 upon 4 ये सब easy values है ना. So I'm marking it as 11.2 and I am using the old convention. Okay, or else you can mark that as 11 point कितना होगा? 35 होगा ना, which is equal to 11.2 liters or 11.35 liters with respect to both the conventions. Okay, find the equivalent volume of O2. O2 का equivalent volume find करो. ये जो वैल्यू आया है, can I also substitute that as molar volume? अब किया क्या है? Divided by Z factor.
Sir, 5.4.
It is 5.6 liters as per the old convention. New convention के हिसाब से 5.4 something आएगा ना? नहीं, 6 से ज्यादा ही होगा ना? 6 से ज्यादा होगा. 22.7 ना? 700/4. 5.7 maybe. 5.6. 65. 5.64.
5.675.
675. Okay. 5.675. O2 equivalent volume मतलब क्या है? The volume occupied by 1 equivalent of the substance. If I am having 1 equivalent, number of moles into Z factor for O2 is 4. I hope you are comfortable for finding Z factors of these species. Okay. So number of moles will be equal to 1/4. So volume occupied by 1/4 moles or equivalent volume of O2 will be equal to, it is 22.4 upon 4, which is equal to 5.6 liters. Okay, or as per the new convention, it is 22.7 upon 4. or it is 22.7 upon 4 which is equal to 5.675 कहा ना तुमने प्रथम 5.675 liters. Okay, ठीक है. So similarly I can write the equivalent volume of Cl2 as directly लिख रहा हूँ ये equivalent volume of Cl2 will be equal to its molar volume 22.4 divided by its Z factor is 2 which is equal to 11.2 liters. Okay, so finally I can write a formula equivalent volume is equal to molar volume divided by Z factor. Okay, ठीक है. If I know the total volume and if I know the equivalent volume, can I get the number of equivalents? If I know the total volume and if I know the equivalent volume, can I get the number of equivalents?
Yes.
Formula क्या हो जाएगा? Number of equivalents is equal to
total volume upon equivalent.
exactly number of equivalents equal to total volume upon equivalent volume. EV indicates equivalent volume. I hope this is clear. वही करते थे ना हम number of moles के लिए भी number of moles equal to total volume upon 22.4 करते थे. That is nothing but molar volume. The 22.4 is valid if and only if the pressure is 1 atmosphere and temperature is 273.15 Kelvin. So और इस जनरल फॉर्मूला में आप लोग ये ऐसा लिख सकते हो. It is total volume upon molar volume. Okay, I hope these things are obvious. Let's go to questions, solving questions. Okay. Okay, questions. Please solve these questions fast.
gram per equivalent.
कितना?
gram
3 ग्राम पर इक्विवेलेंट. सही है. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन तो बहुत आसान है. 12 grams of some element, some M is reacting with 32 gram oxygen and they have given the equivalent weight of oxygen as 8. So how much will be reacting with 8 grams of oxygen? That is nothing but equivalent weight. So it is 8 upon 32 into 12 which is equal to 3 gram per equivalent. सही है. Next question. 9.44 grams of metal oxide is formed by combination of 5 grams of metal. Calculate the equivalent weight of metal.
So 1.44 gram.
कितना?
1.44 gram.
1.44. No. 1.44 ग्राम पर इक्विवेलेंट. ओके, बाकी लोग भी करके क्रॉस चेक करना क्योंकि यहाँ पे मैंने कैलकुलेशन नहीं किया. प्लीज यू डू योर कैलकुलेशन एंड क्रॉस चेक प्लीज. Others?
सर 9
हाँ सर 9.09
9.09. Okay. तन्मय क्रॉस चेक करो.
हाँ सर.
नहीं सर 9 आता है परफेक्ट.
Exact 9. Okay.
हाँ सर.
Okay. नाइन आया क्या?
हाँ सर.
ओके गुड. चैतन्य तुम तो अटक गया लग रहा है.
हाँ सर.
Can I write this statement? Equivalence of metal used must be equal to the equivalence of metal oxide formed,
Yes.
because you are given the weight of metal oxide and you are given the weight of metal. Okay. one equivalent से combine हुआ तो n equivalent से combine होगा and n equivalence बनेगा. So as per equivalent concept or law of chemical equivalence, according to LOCE, equivalence of metal oxide formed must be equal to equivalence of metal used. What are equivalents? It is weight divided by equivalent weight. Metal oxide कितना बना? 9.44 grams divided by what is the equivalent weight? Equivalent weight of the metal oxide is nothing but equivalent weight of the metal plus equivalent weight of oxygen, right? E plus 8 लिख सकता हूँ. Agreed?
हाँ सर.
This must be equal to
हाँ सर.
weight of the metal divided by equivalent weight of the metal, which is E. I have used this expression, metal plus oxygen must be equal to metal oxide. मेटल का इक्विवेलेंट वेट आप E पकड़ा, ये 8 है तो मेटल ऑक्साइड का आपको E plus 8 आएगा. वही सब्स्टिट्यूट किया. So if you calculate this, this is 9.44 E must be equal to 5E plus 40. So E has to be 40
4.4.
upon 4.44. एग्जैक्ट 9 आता है क्या इसका आंसर?
9.009 ऐसा.
Okay, but the 40 upon the 4.44 is the right answer. Okay, it is almost equal to 9 or 9.009 है क्या चैतन्य?
हाँ सर.
ठीक है. क्लियर है सभी लोग को?
हाँ सर.
Okay, good. Solve these two questions then. Easy है. All these questions are easy. थोड़ा धीरे धीरे लेवल बढ़ाएंगे.
सर 3/2 टाइम.
3/2. Okay, right. Ratio चाहिए ना? How many times? Yeah. Equivalent weight of its oxide is greater than the equivalent weight of metal.
हाँ
3/2.
सर 3/2.
इजी है, इक्विवेलेंट वेट ऑफ मेटल इज डबल करके दिया है. Equivalent weight of oxygen we already know that as 8. So equivalent weight of metal is 2 into 8, which is equals to 16. Equivalent weight of metal oxide कितना होगा? It will be equivalent weight of oxygen plus the metal, which is equal to 24. So the ratio equivalent weight of oxide divided by equivalent weight of metal will be equal to 24 upon 16, which is 3/2. Okay, next question. Next question.
सर 11.2 लीटर.
11.2 liters. Exact अगर कैलकुलेट किया तो आपको 11.2 नहीं आएगा, because the condition they have given is NTP.
हाँ
So उसके accordingly आपको दूसरा कुछ आना चाहिए. 11 point close, it will be 11.14. 11.14 आया है आंसर, which is almost equal 11.2 liters only. Concept क्या है? What is the concept?
equivalence of aluminum will be equivalence of hydrogen.
Equivalence of aluminum reacted must be equal to the equivalence of hydrogen displaced, right? So if I am substituting that expression, equivalence of aluminum equal to equivalence of H2. Aluminum के केस में I know the equivalent weight and I know the given weight. So number of equivalents for this will be weight upon equivalent weight होगा. यहाँ पे मुझे volume पता है and they are asking for the equivalent volume. Number of equivalents can also be written as given volume upon equivalent volume. Okay, weight upon equivalent weight के लिए 0.376 divided by 9. Volume is 0.468 divided by equivalent volume, वही find करना है हमें. So the equivalent volume will be 0.468 into 9 divided by 0.376. This comes out to be almost equal to 11.14 liters. आपको 11.2 इसलिए नहीं आया because these are measured at NTP. It is NTP condition. STP condition अगर है तो वर्ल्ड कन्वेंशन के हिसाब से तो आपको 11.2 liters exactly आ जाता. Okay, so इसलिए आपको 11.14 liters आता है इसमें. Please solve that. I think it is 11.14 liters. ओके ठीक है, बाकी लोग प्रथम और आदित्य अपना वीडियो ऑन रखो। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, इजी क्वेश्चन, प्लीज सॉल्व दिस फास्ट।
So,
या
sir, if you are finding equivalence at NTP, then it should be more, right? More than 11.2.
if I am
Because moles at NTP is 24 moles. So equivalent will be
24
more
liters.
than the equivalent.
24
Sorry,
liters,
24
na?
liters for 1 mole.
Yeah,
So equivalent at NTP should be more than equivalent at STP, right?
दोनों केसेस में 1 मोल ही हुआ ना, नंबर ऑफ इक्विवेलेंट्स एंड नंबर ऑफ मोल्स वोंट चेंज। एसटीपी हो या एनटीपी हो, 1 मोल के लिए ही बात करते हैं, वॉल्यूम ऐसे चेंज होता है अकॉर्डिंगली। सो यहाँ पे इक्विवेलेंट वॉल्यूम, ये जो वॉल्यूम है ये भी थोड़ा ज्यादा होगा एनटीपी पे, सो इक्विवेलेंट वॉल्यूम जो है ओके
It should be more than 11.
एक्सपेक्टेड इट हैज टू बी मोर ना, बट यहाँ पे ये वैल्यूज से मे बी दिस पर्टिकुलर वॉल्यूम वहां पे कुछ गड़बड़ हुआ होगा।
सर
ये जो
उसका
वैल्यू वो लोग
11
है ना,
11.14 नहीं आता,
सर 11.2 ही आता है वो,
11.2 ऐसा कुछ तो आता है।
एग्जैक्ट 2 आता है।
अच्छा एग्जैक्ट 2 आता है ना, पता नहीं, मैंने कैलकुलेटर पर बहुत पहले से किया होगा। once I will calculate this again, बट चैतन्य तुम्हारा लॉजिक सही है। 0.468 into 9 divided by 0.376, हाँ 11.202 आता है, ज्यादा ही आया। सही है चैतन्य, मेरा कैलकुलेशन गलत है। 11.202 लीटर्स सही है। Okay, solve this question. A solution containing 4.2 grams of KOH and COH twice, मतलब combination है, दोनों का combined mass it is 4.2 grams. It is neutralized by an acid. If it consumes 0.1 equivalents of acid, calculate the composition of sample. Calculate the composition of sample. आया क्या आंसर?
हाँ सर,
आंसर प्लीज.
1.47.
कितना?
1.47.
1.47. 1.47 is the mass of KOH.
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 Okay. Mass of COH twice is 2.73.
Fine.
2.73 होगा ना?
हाँ सर.
Okay. Yeah. What is the logic behind this? Equivalence of base must be equal to equivalence of acid. If I'm taking x grams is of KOH, x divided by equivalent weight of KOH
56.
plus 4.2 minus x grams will be of COH twice, equivalent weight of COH twice must be equal to equivalence of acid already दिया है. Equivalent weight of KOH कितना है?
56.
56 plus 4.2 minus x, equivalent weight of COH twice
37.
37 must be equal to 0.1. If you solve this, you will get the value of x as 1 point कितना?
1.47.
1.47 grams. So आपको COH twice weight of COH twice. अगर आपको इसी क्वेश्चन में परसेंटेज कंपोजिशन पूछा तो you need to convert this into percentage. You can do that, right?
Yes.
2.73 grams. ठीक है. ओके. आई होप आपको तो आइडिया आ गया होगा. सब में आपको इक्विवेलेंस को इक्वेट करना है, इतना ही. नेक्स्ट, नॉर्मलिटी. जानी राजे, कैन यू टेल मी द डेफिनेशन ऑफ मोलारिटी? रिवाइज किया क्या? कैन यू टेल मी द डेफिनेशन ऑफ मोलारिटी?
सब आज तक नहीं पूछा.
ओके ओके, ठीक है. मोलारिटी और नॉर्मलिटी एक जैसा ही है. If so, if you know the definition of normality, अभी तुम पहले normality का definition पढ़ो. Molarity will be in terms of moles. Normality is nothing but it is defined as number of equivalents of solute present per 1 liter of solution. Normality, the symbol is N. Capital N is equal to number of equivalents of solute present per 1 liter of solution. You need to take the volume in terms of liters. If I am taking this volume as 1 liter, in that case, number of equivalents equal to normality. So normality is number of equivalents of solute present per 1 liter of solution. Okay. We also know that number of equivalents is equals to number of moles into Z factor upon volume in liters. What will be the units of this? पहले इसका units लिख लेते हैं. What are the units of normality? Equivalent per liter. Okay. What are the units of molarity? It is moles per liter. Molarity में आपको number of moles present in 1 liter of solution है. Okay. So यहाँ पे can I write this as थोड़ा rearrange करके I can write this as N upon volume in liters into Z. We know that molarity is equals to moles upon volume in liters. So finally what I can write is normality is equal to molarity into Z factor. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. From this formula only, if I want to get number of equivalents, what are number of equivalents is equals to normality into volume in liters. If I multiply normality into, rather than multiplying the volume in liters, I'm multiplying the volume in milliliters. Then what will I get? I will get मिली इक्विवेलेंट्स, दोनों दोनों को m से मल्टीप्लाई किया, मिली इक्विवेलेंट्स विल बी इक्वल टू नॉर्मलिटी इनटू वॉल्यूम इन ml. सिमिलरली आपको ये भी पता है ना, मिली मोल्स इज इक्वल्स टू मोलारिटी इनटू वॉल्यूम इन ml. Okay, what is law of chemical equivalence? Hello, see, what is law of chemical equivalence? The equivalence of one substance must be equal to equivalence of another substance. So according to law of chemical equivalence, can I write for complete reaction, equivalents on reactant side or equivalents of reactant 1 must be equal to, I'm considering only two reactants. Equivalence of reactant 1 must be equal to the equivalence of reactant 2. Equivalence के लिए फॉर्मूला क्या है?
Moles into Z factor.
Normality into volume. So I can write this as N1 V1 must be equal to N2 V2. Equivalence is normality into volume. Or else I can also write this as normality is molarity into Z factor. M1 V1 Z1 must be equal to M2 V2 Z2. Clear? M1 V1 Z1 must be equal to M2 V2 Z2, or N1 V1 must be equal to N2 V2, according to law of chemical equivalence for complete reaction. Okay, is this clear? Any doubt? आपको बस ये याद रखना है, normality is equals to molarity into Z factor. Normality is equals to equivalence upon volume in liters. And we already know that molarity is equals to moles upon volume of the solution in liters. Okay. Please solve these two questions. मोलारिटी दिया है आपको, नॉर्मलिटी नहीं दिया है, मोलारिटी दिया है 0.25 मोलार.
So 250 milliliter.
250 ml is right answer. So आपको करना क्या है इसमें, M1 V1 Z1 must be equal to M2 V2 Z2. इसमें भी आप लोग इतना ही किया है, इक्विवेलेंस ऑफ एसिड इक्वल टू इक्विवेलेंस ऑफ बेस, इसको इक्वेट किया है. बट इस केस में इक्विवेलेंस फाइंड करने के लिए फॉर्मूला अलग है. इस केस में इक्विवेलेंस इज इक्वल्स टू नॉर्मलिटी इनटू Z factor. Okay, sorry, it is normality into volume, but you are not given the normality, you are given the molarity. So इन दोनों के बीच में रिलेशन molarity into Z factor into volume हो गया. Okay, normality is equals to molarity into Z factor. ये यहाँ पे आपने derive किया है ना. So M1 V1 Z1 must be equal to M2 V2 Z2. ये कहाँ से आया? Equivalence of acid must be equal to equivalence of base. So you can substitute that as, this as molarity is 0.25 into 550. Z factor of NaOH is 1, must be equal to 0.275 into volume into Z factor of H2SO4 is 2. Okay.
Yes.
यहाँ पे 0.275 into 2 is 0.550. So cancel हो जाएगा ना? So volume is equals to 250 ml. I hope this is clear. Okay. Solve this question. How many equivalents and milli equivalents of solute are present in 60 ml of 0.4 normal solution? If you have any doubt, ask me. Okay. How many equivalents and milli equivalents of solute are present in 60 ml of 0.4 normal solution? If you are multiplying the volume in ml, you will get milli equivalents. If you are multiplying the volume in liters, you will get equivalents.
So 0.24 equivalents and 24 milli.
Both side. Normality is equals to equivalence upon volume in liters, or normality is equals to milli equivalents upon volume in ml. So milli equivalents is equals to normality आपको दिया है 0.4 into volume in ml is 60, which is equals to 24 milli equivalents है, और equivalents will be equal to 24 into 10 raised to minus 3. Okay, which is equal to 0.024 equivalents. यहाँ पे 24 मिली इक्विवेलेंट्स है. ठीक है, क्लियर है? नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. कैलकुलेट द नॉर्मलिटी ऑफ ईच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग सॉल्यूशंस फास्ट.
2 and 0.5.
2 and 0.5. सही है. What are number of equivalents? Given weight 126 divided by equivalent weight. Equivalent weight of HNO3 कितना है? Equivalent weights of HNO3 63 divided by volume is 1 liter, so which is equal to 2 normal. एक मिनट. So आपको क्या हो जाएगा? B में नॉर्मेलिटी इज इक्वल्स टू इक्विवेलेंस अपॉन वॉल्यूम इन लीटर्स. इक्विवेलेंस कितना है? 26.5 डिवाइडेड बाय व्हाट इज द इक्विवेलेंट वेट ऑफ Na2CO3? कितना?
53
53 अपॉन 1 liter which is equals to half हो गया which is 0.5 नॉर्मल. ठीक है. So ऐसा बेसिक क्वेश्चन है, ऐसा कभी नहीं आएगा बट फ्यूचर में आपको ये वाली चीजें नॉर्मलिटी ये सब फाइंड करना इंपॉर्टेंट होगा. ओके, सॉल्व दिस टू क्वेश्चंस. या बिफोर सॉल्विंग दिस टू क्वेश्चंस एक बार डाइल्यूशन और मिक्सिंग के बारे में बात कर लेते हैं. Dilution and mixing. Mixing of two solutions. If you are having a solution of normality N1 and if the volume of the solution is V1, if I'm mixing with another solution of the same solute whose normality is N2 and the volume is V2, okay, then what is the resultant normality? What is the resultant normality? दोनों solutions मान लेते हैं, both the solutions are of HCl. ये भी HCl का ही है, ये भी HCl का ही है. एक सॉल्यूशन में नॉर्मलिटी N1 है, वॉल्यूम V1 है, दूसरे सॉल्यूशन में नॉर्मलिटी N2 है, वॉल्यूम V2 है. Always what will be the formula of normality? It will be equal to total equivalence divided by total volume. Okay, so इस particular solution में what I need to get is I need to get the value of total equivalence of HCl. इस solution में what will be the equivalence of HCl? N1V1. इस solution में what will be the equivalence? N2V2. So what will be the total equivalence? There will be N1V1 plus N2V2. Right? Divided by volume total. What is the total volume? दोनों को mix करने के बाद V1 plus V2. So if I am mixing two solutions of normality N1 and N2 with volume V1 and V2, the final normality will be N1V1 plus N2V2 upon V1 plus V2, which is same as the molarity. Molarity के केस में हम क्या करते थे? M1V1 plus M2V2 upon V1 plus V2. यहाँ पे आप लोग और एक चीज भी लिख सकते हो. Normality के प्लेस में you can mark the Z factor ना. Okay, दोनों का Z factor सेम ही हो जाएगा. ओके, दोनों का Z फैक्टर सेम ही हो जाएगा. सो फिर से आपको नॉर्मलिटी इज इक्वल्स टू मोलारिटी इनटू Z फैक्टर, उससे भी कर सकते हो. यहाँ से आप लोग को मोलारिटी फाइंड करने के लिए वंस यू फाइंड दिस, नॉर्मलिटी इज इक्वल्स टू मोलारिटी इनटू Z फैक्टर. सो वंस यू नो नॉर्मलिटी यू कैन फाइंड द मोलारिटी एज नॉर्मलिटी अपॉन Z फैक्टर. ओके, सो मोलारिटी विल बी इक्वल टू normality upon Z factor. This is about mixing of solutions. Suppose if I am having dilution of solution. Dilution का मतलब क्या है? I am adding water. Initially उसका normality N1 मान लेते हैं and the volume is V1. To this particular solution, I am adding water of volume V2. Okay. Initially, what are the equivalents? N1, V1. Upon addition of water, will the equivalence of that particular substance change? Water add करने से इस particular water में से ये substance तो नहीं मिल रही है ना. Suppose यहाँ पे मान लेते हैं HCl ही है. Upon addition of HCl, am I affecting the moles of HCl? Upon addition of water, am I affecting the moles of HCl? No, right? Water add करने से इसमें क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? So equivalence will still be N1V1, but normality change हो जाएगा, because normality is always total equivalence upon total volume. The total equivalents have not changed; they are still N1V1. But the total volume has changed. The total volume now is V1 plus V2. Okay. Basic formula is number of इक्विवेलेंस अपॉन टोटल वॉल्यूम इज नथिंग बट नॉर्मलिटी. सो इक्विवेलेंस कितना है वो देखो सिस्टम में डिवाइडेड बाय टोटल वॉल्यूम. इफ आई एम मिक्सिंग टू सॉल्यूशन by adding HCl, I am increasing the number of equivalents. इसलिए यहाँ पे ऐड किया. By adding H2O, I am only affecting the volume. I am not affecting the equivalents. So the formula is N1V1 upon V1 plus V2. Clear है?
हाँ
Okay.
सर.
Solve fast. Solve these two questions. I think it's done. Answer पहले क्वेश्चन का. That must be added. कितना एक्स्ट्रा ऐड करना चाहिए? It is not the final volume. They're asking us what volume of water must be added. And final must be equal to N1 V1 upon V1 plus V2.
75.
And final is 75. बिल्कुल सही है. N1 कितना है? 1.25 into volume is 250 ml. अगर न्यूमरेटर में ml में पुट कर रहे तो डिनोमिनेटर में भी ml में पुट करो. No need to convert that into liters and substitute. क्योंकि ये भी ml है, ये भी ml है, cancel हो जाएगा. Okay. So volume here is initially it is 250 plus I need to add some x. You need to solve the value of x. So which is equal to 125 plus x by 2 will be equal to 1.25 into 250 कितना होता है? 375.
1.2.
कितना है? सॉरी कितना है?
क्या आपने बोला?
1.25 into 250 375 ना? नहीं कितना है?
1.25.
31.25. 1.25 into 250. I think into 25 is 31.25. I think then it will be 315 na?
हाँ सर.
315. सही है ना? Is my calculation correct or am I going wrong? X by 2 अभी आपको कितना आया? 75 ml है क्या आंसर? 75 तो नहीं आ रहा मुझे.
375 375
375.
75 by 2 answer.
Right, it is 375. 375 ना?
हाँ सर.
I need to add extra of 375 ml of water in order to make that solution 0.5 normal. I hope this is clear. Easy है ना? ठीक है. How many ml of 6 normal NaOH is required to neutralize 30 ml of 4 normal HCl? Easiest question. Equivalence of
20.
so it is 6 into normality दिया है into V must be equal to 30 into 4. So V is equals to 120 upon 6 which is equal to 20 ml. यहाँ पे वॉल्यूम में सब्स्टिट्यूट कर रहा हूँ. लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में भी आपको ml है, राइट हैंड साइड में भी आपको ml में ही आएगा. ओके ठीक है. There are few more questions. You have
सर
3 more
वो
questions.
ऊपर वाले में वो 375 आता है. 1.25 into 250.
1.25 into 250 375 आता है
नहीं
क्या?
नहीं नहीं, हाँ नहीं. फिर वो 380 आता है आंसर x लास्ट का.
कैलकुलेट करो आप लोग. आंसर इज एग्जैक्टली 375 ही है. एक बार देखना. 1.25 into 250 it is 312.5.
312.
equals to यहाँ पे it is 312.5 minus 125 है. ये वाला भी आपको ये 312.5 है. 312.5 ओके इंटू 2 किया था. आई थिंक तब 375 आता
हाँ
है.
सर अब आता है
हाँ
370.
ओके ठीक है ठीक है. कैलकुलेशन ये ना आप लोग कर सकते हो. You have 3 more questions here. Please do these questions as homework. ये 3 ही questions है. We will start redox in our next lecture. End of equivalent concept. After doing redox, we can solve all the questions from Narendra Avasthi. क्योंकि नरेंद्र अवस्थी में it is mix of redox and equivalent concept. Redox में you have direct application of equivalent concept. So after doing redox, we will be solving all the questions of Narendra Avasthi remaining. ठीक है?
हाँ
Okay.
सर.
ठीक है. Thank you.